So last class we discussed about periodic trends. So very important topic. Confirm question in any entrance exam. Even board exam also important. So what is the subtopics we have? Again, I will repeat those subtopics. Please look at everyone. Listen carefully. Yes. So periodic trends condition, we have many properties. That is the first one is it is given valency, effective nuclear charge, screening effect, atomic radius, ionic radius, ionization potential, electron affinity, electron negativity, metallic character, then oxidation, reduction, acidic and basic nature. So many properties will be there. Main you can think how it is vary, how it is differ in periods and groups. Period nothing but left to right. Period nothing but left to right. Group nothing but top to bottom. So period condition, groups condition, how it is going to differ. What is the vary? So look at here. Yes. So already you people know very well atomic radius condition. What is the meaning of atomic radius? How it is differ? Ionization energy definition. Next, what is the periodic trends? Electron affinity, electron negativity, metallic and non-metallic character, valency, oxidation number. So these are all points we discussed in last two classes. Okay, now please write down one notes or write down some points alone. Then a shortcut points alone you can write down. Okay, na? Yes. So look at here. It is given clearly. Just 1 minute. Yes. So look at here, or you can take screenshot also. General trends of different properties, the period and groups. General trend of different properties in the period and group. Atomic radius condition. So period condition decreases, in groups condition increases. So all properties, whatever properties will be there, it will be given clearly. So atomic radius, first one is atomic radius condition. So period condition decreases, groups condition increases. This is the groups, top to bottom is groups, left to right is period. Next one is ionization enthalpy increases, period condition increases, groups decreases. Electronegativity, period condition increases, groups condition decreases. Electron affinity, periods increases, groups decreases. So you can check it here. Ionization potential, electronegativity, electron affinity. These three will be having same trends. Same in period condition increases, groups condition decreases should be given. So same trends we have. Like that you can check it. Metallic and yes, metallic character condition decreases. Yes. Oxidation nature, reducing nature, screening effect, and then effective nuclear charge, valency with respect to oxygen, basic character of hydroxides and hydrates and oxides. So three check it. Basic character of hydroxides, hydrates and oxides. We have period condition decreases, groups condition increases. Groups condition increases will be given. Metallic condition, metal oxide will be increases, non-metal oxide will be decreases. Next, thermal stability of sulfide, carbonate, nitrate, hydroxide. Density also and electropositivity also. Electropositivity will be decreases, periods decreases, groups condition increases. So these are the points. At least these points alone should remember properly. Then only can understand what is going on in the chapter. Look at here once again. I will repeat at least those points alone. At least I will repeat those points. Alone, general properties. Metallic. So radius condition. Radius. Listen here. The internuclear distance. So where to where it is given? From nucleus to outermost shell. Nucleus to outermost shell. It is given clearly. Look at here definition. If you want, you can write down. No need to no problem. See here. We can't measure the exact size of isolated atom because of its outermost electron have a remote chance of being found quite far from the nucleus, nothing but from nucleus to very far. So different type of atom radius can be used based on the environment of atoms. That is covalent radius, van der Waals radius, metallic radius will be there, and ionic radius. So here, half of the distance between nuclei of two identical atoms joined by single covalent bond. We can say covalent radius. So here, half of the distance between the nuclei of two identical atoms. Two identical atoms, nothing but Cl2, H2, N2, O2, like that. Both should be identical atoms joined by single covalent bond. That is, you can say covalent radius. So it will be the taking example is AA bond. AA, both also same atom. Then combine. So you can calculate by radius. Radius equal to density by 2. Covalent bond is formed between two different elements. Then we have chemical formula also, where Xa and Xb are electron negative of A and B. Xa nothing but with respect to A element, B nothing but with respect to B element. Next one is van der Waals. It is half of the internuclear distance between adjacent atom of the two neighboring molecule in the solid state. So they're taking two neighboring molecules. This one molecule will be there, and this is another molecule. Two neighboring molecules between, yes, half of the internal distance between adjacent atom of two neighboring molecules in the solid state. Next one is metallic radius condition. So look at here. This is only atomic radius. It is one of the distance between the nuclei of two adjacent metal atoms in the metallic crystal lattice. Same thing. So now out of these three, covalent, metallic, van der Waals radius. So van der Waals radius should be high comparing with metallic and covalent. After then metallic, after then covalent. Next one is we discussed about ionization energy. So atomic radiation period condition decreases, Brooks condition increases. Due to effective nuclear will be increases. You can take. Next one is ionization energy or ionization potential or ionization enthalpy. The minimum amount of energy required to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of an isolated atom in the gaseous state is known as ionization energy. The minimum amount of energy required. The minimum amount of energy is required to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of an isolated atom in the gaseous state is known as ionization energy. So nothing but you can use energy to take electron. Next one is so ionization energy condition. Period condition increases, groups condition decreases. Next we have electron gain enthalpy. Namely the electron gain enthalpy for gaining. When electron is added from the neutral gaseous atom to convert into negative ion, the enthalpy change accompanying the process is defined as electron gain enthalpy. So it is a measure of the is with an atom is added and electron to from an ion. So nothing but here energy is released when electron is added. Depending on the element, the process of adding an electron to the atom can be either endothermic or exothermic. For many elements condition energy is released when electron is added. Okay, na? When energy will be released when electron is added. So variation of in periods and groups condition. So electron affinity condition, period condition increases, groups condition decreases. Next we have electronegativity. So listen here. The tendency of an atom to attract the shared pair of electrons towards itself is known as electronegativity. The tendency of an atom to attract the shared pair of electrons towards itself. It is known as electronegativity. According to Pauling scale and Mulliken scale, they calculated electronegativity. Electronegativity in period condition increases, groups condition decreases. So these all points: electron gain enthalpy, ionization enthalpy, then electronegativity, atomic radius. These all points we discussed. Next about we have valencies. Look at here valencies. The electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom are called valency electrons. The electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom are called valency electrons. And the number of these electrons determine the valency. Otherwise, the valency of an atom. So it is because this reason the outermost shell also called valency shell. The atom and the orbitals present in the valency shell you can call valency orbital. So they given some examples. So in case of representative elements, the valency of an atom is generally equal to either the number of valence electrons, otherwise it is equal to 8 minus the number of valence electrons. They given group number, number of valence electrons, and valency. So look at here, group 1, number of valence electrons also 1, valency is 1. Group 2, valence electrons will be 2, valency is 2. Group 13, 3 and 3. Group 14, 4 and 4. Group 15, 5 and 5. Otherwise, you can check it 8 minus 5 you can take. 3 also can add like that. Next one we discussed about anomalous behavior. So here, group 1 first element. Group 1 first element. It is resemble with group 2 second element. Same type. And otherwise group 2 first element, group 3 second element, like that. So it will be each of the diagonal relationship, lithium to magnesium, beryllium to aluminum, boron to silicon, like that will be there. So it is applicable only until group 4, 14th group 4. Remaining elements will be to us not remaining elements, remaining groups to us not applicable until only group 4 only applicable. Next one. So this will be there, and we will check it once again. Yes. So look at here. What is the meaning of inert pair effect? Already you people know. While coming down the group is less number of oxygen state is more stable. While coming down the group is less number of oxygen state is more stable due to inert pair effect. Due to inert pair effect. So look at here in groups 13th to 16th. As we move down the group, the tendency of s electrons of the valency shell to participate in a bond formation decreases. This means lower oxygen state became more stable. Yes, correctly. So generally, group 13th to 16, as we move down the group, the tendency of s electron of the valency shell to participate in a bond formation decreases. This means lower oxygen state becomes more stable. Reason check it. As we move down the group is the increased nuclear charge, then increases atomic size. The s electrons became more tightly held and hence more reluctant to the participate in the bond formation. Hence, lower oxygen state becomes more stable. Lower oxygen state became more stable while coming down the group. And we can check it about electron configuration also. S block, P block, D block, F block. All will be important. For S block will be NS122 will be there. For P block elements, NS2, NP126 will be there. D block elements, N-1, D1 to 10. NS2 is given. For F block elements, N-2, F1 to 14. N-1, D0 to 1. NS2 will be there. These all points will be important things. Okay, na? Yes. Once again, we will check it. Our NCERT book will check it. What is given. Our NCERT book, what is given. Any topic will be missed. I will revise once again. Don't worry about it. So look at here what is given from first onwards. Show the roughly in our NCERT book. Yes. So why do you need to classify elements like the points? How they classified elements? Like one scientist, how they classified, they given what is the merits and drawbacks also we know very well about triad, Newland, Mendeleev's, modern periodic table. These all points we discussed. Next one is modern periodic table also we discussed. Nomenclature of elements with atomic number more than 100. Those condition. How we can give? We can go for the IUPAC nomenclature will be there. Like zero condition nil, one condition unknown, two condition bi, three condition tri, four condition quad, five condition pent, six condition hex, seven condition sept, eight condition oct, nine condition nn. So all can take abbreviation n first letter can take. So they given 101 to 118 elements. What is the what is the according to IUPAC nomenclature and symbol and official name also given and symbol also there. So this will be, we can check it once again. So 101 is there. Nil, aniyam. IUM will come end of the every name. End of the every name what is coming? IUM. So 102 nil bayam. 103 nil trium. 104 nil quadium. 105 nil pentium. 106 nil exium. 107 nil septium. 108 nil octinium, like that will be octinium. Okay, na octimum. Next one is like that we will go for until 118. Those things you can check it once again. After then we discussed about electron configuration of the elements in the periodic table, like how they are classified. The electron configuration of S block elements, P block elements, D block elements, and F block elements. That we discussed. And electron configuration and types of elements also. SBD of blocks also we discussed. What is the general properties of S block, P block, D block, and F block also we discussed. Then periodic trends condition. Atomic radius, then we have types will be there, covalent, metallic, van der Waals radius all will be there, ionic radius also there. Next one is ionization enthalpy. Then we have electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy will be there. After that, electron negativity we have. Then yes, electron negativity. After then we have oxidation state, valency, metallic character, non-metallic character. Those points all we have. This topic not discussed, Amma. Once again, check it here. Anomalous behavior, you can check it. Anomalous properties of second period elements. Listen here. The first element of which the donor diagonal relationship we discussed, Amma. Heading will be kept differently. No problem. Next one is about chemical reactivity condition. How it was there? That's all. Once again, check it about this last topic alone. Check it. Periodic trends in chemical reactivity. Periodic trends in chemical reactivity alone. You can check it. We have observed the periodic trends in certain fundamental properties such as atomic and ionic radii, annihilation enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, and valency. We know that periodicity is related to electron configuration. That is, all chemical and physical properties are manufacturation. Right? Electronic configuration. Like we can check it how it was. What is the relation between fundamental properties of the elements with their chemical properties? About atomic radical condition, how it was there. Ionization enthalpy condition, how it was there. Those all point you can check it. Easy one. Okay, na? You can check it about example questions. In test, example questions will be there. Total 10 questions will be there. So 10 questions I will discuss. The first question, what is given our NCERT book? Those are having NCERT book in our NCERT book. Please check it. Example question. In test example question. Now that's solved example. Solved examples will be there. So question number 1, you can check it. What is there? Yes, it is. What would be the IUPAC name and symbol for the element with atomic number is given 120. Atomic number how much is given 120. So what would be the IUPAC name? So 120 condition. What is there? 1, 2, 0. 1 nothing but you can say 2 nothing but by. 0 nothing but nil. So U B N. Table 3.4. The roots for 1 is you can say annu, 2 nothing but by, 3 nothing but nil. So hence the symbol of the element is UBN. UBN Canada. Otherwise un by nilium. Un by nilium. Like that you can write. Okay na? Next one is next question. What would be justify the presence of 18 elements in the fifth period of the periodic table when n equal to 5, L equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. The order in the which the energy of the available orbitals. What is there? 5s is there, 4d is there, 5e is there. So total number of orbitals available are 9 is there. The maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in Accommodated is 18. So and therefore 18 elements are there in the fifth period. So when n equal to 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3 is there. Nothing but 5s, 5p, 5d like that will be there. Those things will be there. So maximum accommodated electrons will be there 18. Next you can check it about third question. The elements Z equal to 117 and 120 we have not yet been discovered. So in which family group would be placed these elements and also given the electron configuration in each case. Nothing but the given atomic number you can identify it belongs to which group. Sometimes they'll provide element atomic number. You can they'll ask what is the period group all they'll ask. Sometimes they will give electron configuration they will ask. So any model. So here they give an atomic number. They're asking can calculate the which family, which group. So we can see the figure 3.4 will be there. The elements with Z is given 117 is there. It belongs to the halogen family. Number 17th group. So the electron configuration would be you can write down. The element 120 is there. It will be placed in group 2 like alkaline earth elements will be there. So and will be how electron configuration you can write down easily. UO 8s2 like that you can write down. Next question. Consider the atomic number and position in the periodic table. Arrange the following elements in the increasing order of their metallic character. Metallic character will be increases down the group and decreases along the period. As we move down the group, what will happen? From left to right, what will happen? Hence, the order of increasing metallic character also they given. Order of metallic character also given. Phosphorus, silicon, beryllium, magnesium, sodium. I think what I am saying here, metallic character increases down the group in and decreases along the period as we move. Yes. Next question. The following species will have largest and smallest size. So atomic radii decreases across the period. Cations are smaller than their parent atoms. Among isoelectronic species, the one with the larger positive nuclear charge will have smaller radius. Hence, the largest species is Mg. The smallest one is Al plus 3. But they are given some ions and atoms is given. So, which of the following species will have largest and smallest size? So already you people atomic radius condition. Negative sign will be increases, size also increases. Positive sign will be increases, size will be decreases. So like that will be there. 3 Mg will be the largest species. Al plus 3 is the smallest. With the help of isoelectronic species concept we can do. Next question. 3.6 will be there. The first ionization enthalpy values of the third period elements are given. Sodium, magnesium, and silicon is given. So predict whether the first ionization enthalpy value for aluminum will be more close to the 575 or is 760 kilojoule for more. Just for your answer. It will be more close to the 575. The value of aluminum should be lower than that of magnesium because of effective shielding of 3p electrons from the nucleus by 3s electron. So you can check it about what is given. Sodium, magnesium, silicon is given. So it will be more close to 575. The value of for the aluminum should be lower than that of magnesium because of effective shielding of 3p electrons from the nucleus by 3s electron. Next question 3.7. The following will have the most negative electron gain enthalpy and which is the least negative. So they are given some example. You can calculate most negative electron gain enthalpy and which is the least negative. So electron gain enthalpy generally becomes more negative across the period as we move from left to right within a group. Electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative down the group. However, adding an electron to 2p orbital leads to greater repulsions than adding electron to larger 3p orbital. Hence, the element with most negative electron gain enthalpy is chlorine. The one with the least electron gain enthalpy is phosphorus. Okay, na? They're asking two things. One is the least negative electron gain enthalpy. What element will be there? They given phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and fluorine is there. You can identify. You can guess those things will be there. Next one is using the periodic table, the formulas of the compound which might be formed by the following pairs: silicon and boron, silicon and bromine, aluminum and sulfur. Silicon is the 14th group element and the valence is 4. Bromine is belongs to the halogen family, the valence is 1. Hence the formula you can write SiBr4. So with the help of valences, you can write easily chemical formula. Aluminum belongs to 13th group and valence will be 3. Sulfur belongs to 16th group and valence will be 2. Hence you can write down Al to S3. Al to S3 can write down. Also check it about 3.8 question. So with the help of valences you can write down chemical formula will be easily. Again I will repeat. Using the periodic table, predict the formula of the compound which might be formed by the following pairs of elements: silica and bromine, aluminum and sulfur. Silicon is the group 14, so valence is 4. Bromine belongs to halogen family and valence is 1. So you can write down chemical formula. So SiBr4. Same type, aluminum belongs to 13th group, valence is 3, and sulfur belongs to 16th group, valence is 2. So then formula is Al to S3 type, you can write down Al to S3. So they given some complex is given or the oxidation state of the covalency of aluminum. So no, the oxidation state of Al plus 3 is plus 3 and the covalency is 6. Yes. So the oxidation state of Al will be 3 and the covalence will be 6. Next question. Show the chemical reactions with the matter. They given N2O is a basic oxide, Cl2O7 is an acidic oxide. The Na2O with water forms a strong base, whereas Cl2O7 forms a strong acid. So their basic and acid nature can be quantitatively tested with the litmus paper. Show by a chemical reactions with water that Na2O is basic oxide and Cl2O7 is acetic oxide. Why it is? You can remember the Na2O reacting with water form NaOH. Cl2O7 reacting with water form HClO4. So their basic or acidic nature can be qualitatively. Yes. These are the questions, ma. Now we'll go for the exercise questions. So almost NCERT book we covered, ma, and Vedanta book also we covered. Once again, we'll check it the Narayana material. After then, we'll stop. Listen here. Listen here. Anomalous properties of second period elements. Anomalous properties of second period element. Last topic in our NCERT book. So listen, the first element of each group in S and P block except noble gases differ in many aspects from their number of their respective group. Lithium, beryllium forms covalent compound. Rest of the group members form ionic compound. In group 3A group elements condition, maximum covalency of boron is 4, but remaining elements show maximum covalence will be 6. The first member of P block elements displays greater stability to form P5 multiple bonds itself. And second period elements compared to subsequent members of the same group. So reason you can check it: small size, largest ratio, and high electronegativity. Absence of various orbitals will be given. Yes. Next we have oxidation and reduction ability. Electropositive elements have lower reduction potential. They form stable cations in the gaseous state as well as in aqueous state also. Atoms of these elements are potential suppliers of electrons will be there. Next one is they form stable cations in gaseous state as well as aqueous state. Atoms of these elements are potential suppliers of elements in given. Potential suppliers of electrons will be given. Next, what is the variation in period and group? Reduction ability gradually decreases in the trend in the reduction ability of the period of element. Group condition. Reduction ability generally increases as cesium in the best reductant among the available elements in the elementary state because of both sublimation enthalpy and ionization enthalpy of cesium are less. Next one we have periodic trends will be there. At least you can take on screenshot this alone. So what is the periodic trends are there? Periodic property, variation group, variation period. This alone you can take screenshot. Okay na? Atomic size condition increases in group, period decreases, ionization enthalpy decreases in groups, period increases, electronegativity same. Yes, these points alone you can check it. So ionization enthalpy condition groups decreases, period increases, electron affinity groups decreases, period increases will be there, electronegativity groups decreases, period increases, metallic character and yes, groups condition increases and period condition decreases will be given. Non-metallic character period condition increases. Yes. Groups condition decreases will be there. Acidic nature, groups condition decreases, period condition increases will be there. Basic nature of oxides, acidic medium increases, basic medium decreases. Yes, that's all now. So almost lesson over. This is the question and answer. Until any doubts we have, students? Half of the chapter already people studied in 10th class. Remaining half we discussed here. Everything discussed, but main important is periodic properties. Nothing but valency, atomic radius, ionization enthalpy, ionization potential, electron enthalpy, electron negativity, basic strength, acidic strength, thermal stability, oxidation state, oxidation number, like how it was there. These all things will be discussed. Now you can go for the NCERT exercise